Did you know there's a king in Europe who flies economy class? Meet Felipe VI of Spain, dubbed the continent's poorest monarch. But don't let the title fool you. This royal still lives a life most of us can only dream of. From palaces to designer suits, Felipe's world is far from ordinary, yet he's known for his down-to-earth approach. So what's life really like for this modern king? King Felipe VI became the King of Spain in 2014 when his father stepped down. He's tall, handsome, and even competed in the Olympics. But more importantly, he's known for living a simpler life compared to other royals. Felipe was born on January 30th, 1968 in Madrid, Spain. He grew up as a prince with two older sisters. His parents are Juan Carlos and Sofia. As a young boy, Felipe went to a regular school in Madrid. But for high school, he headed to Canada. He studied at Lakefield College School in Ontario. After high school, Felipe came back to Spain for college. He got a law degree from the Autonomous University of Madrid. But wait, there's more. He also studied economics and got a master's degree in foreign service from Georgetown University in the USA. Felipe didn't just sit around waiting to be king. He joined the military and trained in all three branches: Army, Navy, and Air Force. He even became a helicopter pilot. In 1992, Felipe got to show off his sporty side. He was part of the Spanish sailing team at the Olympics in Barcelona. His team came in 6th place, not bad for a prince. In 2004, Felipe married Letizia Ortiz. She wasn't a princess or even from a noble family. In fact, she used to be a TV news anchor. They got married in a big ceremony in Madrid, with royals from all over the world watching. Felipe and Letizia have 2 daughters. Leonor was born in 2005 and is next in line for the throne. Her little sister, Sofia, was born in 2007. The family tries to give the girls a normal life, sending them to regular schools. In 2014, Felipe's father decided it was time to step down. So, at midnight on June 19th, Felipe became King Felipe VI. At 46, he was the youngest king in Europe at the time. Now let's talk about how this poor king actually lives. Felipe and his family's main home is Zarzuela Palace, just outside Madrid. It's not as big or fancy as some other royal palaces, but it's still pretty nice. The palace has about 30 rooms, including a big living room for official meetings. There's also a pool, tennis courts, and beautiful gardens. But get this, Felipe and Letizia actually live in a smaller house on the palace grounds. They want to give their daughters a more normal childhood. For vacations, the royal family often goes to Meravent Palace on the island of Mallorca. It's right by the sea and has its own beach. Not too shabby for a summer getaway. King Felipe doesn't have a huge collection of fancy cars like some royals. He usually rides in an armored Audi A8 for official duties. Sometimes he uses a Mercedes S-Class too. For bigger events, there's a Rolls-Royce that's been in the royal family since 1952, but Felipe doesn't use it much. He prefers more modern, less flashy cars. When it comes to air travel, the Spanish royal family doesn't have their own private jet. They usually use planes from the Spanish Air Force for official trips. Sometimes they even fly on regular commercial flights. Felipe is known for his smart, classic style. He often wears well-tailored suits in navy or gray. For more casual events, he might sport a blazer and chinos. Queen Letizia is a bit of a fashion icon. She mixes high-end designer clothes with more affordable brands. She's even been known to wear the same outfit more than once. Shocking for a royal. The king and queen try to support Spanish fashion designers when they can. They often wear clothes made in Spain for important events. A typical day for King Felipe starts early. He usually has breakfast with his family before diving into his royal duties. These might include meetings with government officials, receiving foreign visitors, or attending charity events. Felipe is known for being very hands-on and hardworking. He reads all his own briefing papers and is always well prepared for meetings. He speaks several languages, which comes in handy for international events. The king and queen try to have lunch together when they can. In the evenings, they often help their daughters with homework or spend time as a family. Felipe is a big sports fan. He loves skiing and sailing. He also enjoys watching tennis and is often seen at important matches. The king is also interested in technology and environmental issues. He's been known to drive an electric car and supports renewable energy projects. Queen Letizia is passionate about health and nutrition. She's a patron of several health-related charities and promotes healthy eating habits. Now, about that poorest king title, Felipe's personal wealth is estimated at around $10 to $20 million. That's a lot for most people, but it's actually pretty low for a European monarch. The Spanish royal family's budget comes from the government. In 2023, it was about $9 million. This covers all their official duties, staff salaries, and upkeep of the royal residences. Felipe has worked to make the royal finances more transparent. He even cut his own salary by 20% during the economic crisis. Felipe and Letizia are involved with many charities. They support causes related to education, culture, and social issues. The king is particularly interested in programs that help young people find jobs. The royal couple often visits areas hit by natural disasters. They've been known to roll up their sleeves and help out, not just pose for photos. Felipe has worked hard to restore trust in the Spanish monarchy. There were some scandals during his father's reign, so Felipe has focused on being transparent and down to earth. He's known for being approachable and often stops to chat with people during public appearances. He and Letizia try to connect with ordinary Spaniards and understand their concerns. Being king isn't always easy. Felipe has had to deal with political tensions, especially around the issue of Catalan independence. He's tried to stay neutral but has spoken out in support of Spanish unity. There have also been some family dramas. Felipe's sister Cristina was involved in a corruption scandal. Felipe stripped her of her royal title to protect the monarchy's reputation. As King Felipe looks to the future, he's focused on modernizing the monarchy. He wants to make it more relevant and in touch with the people. His daughter Leonor is being prepared to one day take over. She's already started doing some royal duties and is learning the ropes of being a future queen. So, is King Felipe VI really Europe's poorest king? Maybe in terms of personal wealth compared to other monarchs, but when it comes to living a meaningful life and connecting with his people, Felipe might just be one of the richest kings around. From his Olympic sailing days to his hands-on approach as king, Felipe has shown that being royal doesn't have to mean being out of touch. He may not have the biggest palace or the fanciest cars, but he's got something more important: the respect of his people. And in the world of royalty, that's worth more than any crown jewels. Want more royal insider stories? Hit that subscribe button and join our luxury-loving community. Don't forget to leave a comment telling us which royal family you'd like us to feature next. Your wish might just become our next video.